He's here doing nothing.
there's there, and I want it
He's in Keynote.
right there. In this case, I stopped it, but that might actually be a better one. Because I can kind of see that it's like not that heavy. Comes out like that. Okay, so that's how I would have trimmed it in Keynote. Just like that. In QuickTime, I'll pull up the actual video. Now what this is doing is this is actually going to create a new video file that's trimmed. You can do this in iMovie. In iMovie you can splice it up too. You can. So I just go File, and then Edit, and then Trim. Looks a lot like trimming a movie on your phone. I get a little scrubber down here, and what I'm going to do, this one is I want the kids to see that it's just sand. I should have done that. Man, there's so many better ways I could have done it. So then I trim it, like that. So now I have this new clip. I'm not using Google Slides for this. Does anyone have any idea why I'm not using Google Slides for this kind of action? I'm using PowerPoint and Keynote. There's two reasons.
When you use videos in Google Slides, I think I haven't figured out a way around it. There might be one, and I could be wrong, but it leads you to a URL link to a video, which means you have to be online.
Yeah, the whole Google Slides in general is online, right? So the whole thing is online. The other thing is if you want to embed the video, it has to be in YouTube. And I haven't figured out a way to get to the trim piece right away in YouTube. And again, the whole point is we don't want to be online unless we have to.
It's the same thing with Prezi.
Yeah.
You can't, Prezi's flat unless you're online.
Yeah. Yeah, Prezi's okay, so again, the two ways of doing that was trimming it in Keynote or trimming it in QuickTime. And I used the SS feature to download it. Let's go back to this presentation. And we did that, so that's how I did that. I started it off right here, looking at the phone, and I wanted it to end with you guys seeing the time. See, then I stopped it. I wanted it to be very much like, boom, there it is. And maybe I could even have brought in something to animate that, zoom in on that. Okay, so the next thing I said, what are you curious about? And then we got here. So there's two pieces of technology that I used here. Let's first see if we can figure out what those two are.
One's a hyperlink and one's a Bitly.
The Google form?
The Google form, okay. So there's this Google form where I collected your responses, and what's the other piece of technology?
URL
No,
shortener.
the URL shortener.
Bitly.
Okay, so here's a choice. I could have had a website that had all these links for you guys just to click on. Okay? Does anyone have any idea why I pushed out the clicks this way? Why I used the URL shortener instead of having a page with all the links there for you?
It's confusing. It's too much.
What's that?
So kids can't jump ahead?
So kids can't jump ahead. I want to lock you into the inquiry cycle. I don't want you to move ahead and see where we're going. I don't want you to know that I'm going to ask you for all the different units or that I'm going to ask you for that equation. I want it to be gradually released. The intentional withholding of information is much more engaging, like Abram said. So I'm using Bitly because I can customize it so I don't have the one looking like an L in the URL shorteners. So I can actually make it words so the kids can type it in easily from their phones. Okay? So those are the two pieces of technology. One or the other, would you guys like me to do? Bitly,
I'd say the form.
the forum.
You had the form branch. You said you were gonna show us how to do that.
That's phase 3.
Oh, was that phase 3? Oh, sorry, I just know you ran.
Bitly, so you guys are cool with the form. Guys, how about, I need a link, so why don't I just make a form real quick and then use the form link with the Bitly? Is that a good idea?
Yeah, you're
Okay.
having
Now, if you probably have like a mole of people online making tutorials to make a Google form, okay? So this is not a hard thing to figure out how to do. But I'm gonna make it in front of you. I'm gonna go to, and I'm really, honestly, like, the best thing I can say is YouTube how to make a form. Okay? So I'm gonna go get a new, and I'm gonna go to form. So, what a form is, there's a spreadsheet that I own. Here's a window that's public. You're gonna throw information into my spreadsheet. You do not have to have Google Docs or Drive or anything. My 91-year-old aunt can fill out a Google form if I give her the link and she clicks on it, okay? You don't have to be on Drive to fill out the form. It's a window to throw things into my form, into my spreadsheet. So I click that, and I'm just gonna say here, test form. So now it's literally, it just looks just like I'm filling out anything. It gives me one question. I'm just going to say name. I get to choose all different types of questions here. What do you think I should choose for someone's name?
Text.
Text. If I chose paragraph text, then you'd have a big box to write your name in. Right? That's crazy. So I can make it required or not. I'm going to make that required. And I have a new item. So I'm going to make this paragraph text. And I'm just going to say, what are you curious about? And I'm also going to make that required. I made all your different unit conversions required. That's to me, a very effective form of classroom management. I don't have to say, do each unit conversion. I just say, I'm not going to get the form unless you do each unit conversion. I mean, I have to say anything. I just made it required. Okay? So, form's done. There it is. View live form. There it is. There's the live form. Let me fill it out real quick so you see where the responses go. I hit submit. So, I think the easiest way is just, if you're logged into your Google account, up here on the top it says edit form. And here it just says responses, and you can just view the responses right away. You don't have to go into it. There it is. That's what I just filled out. Okay. So this up here is the link. I mean, I should have actually given you guys that just to emphasize why I'm shortening the URL. I mean, that would be really messed up if I didn't fill in all of that. Okay. So I'm going to copy all that. And now I'm going to go to bit.ly. bit.ly. goo.gl, tiny URL, these are all different things. I choose bit.ly because I can customize the URL. So, so much of this is about blended learning. All blended learning means is I'm leveraging technology. So what's making it blended is that I'm trying to figure out how to make it so that it's blended, meaning there's not like a technology human gap. And by me customizing the URL, it's just like, okay, I'm typing. I'm not having to like think about it. Okay. So here it is. You log into it. You have to create an account. It's free. Usually you can log in with like your Google account